In this video, let's talk about the common tactics to extend the lifetime value of your customers.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
The first and foremost is it has to be the quality of your product and service, because guess what? If your product and service is not that good, no one will come back. It's really that simple. And the better it is, the more people will come back. It's really that simple. So a lot of people early on, a lot of first-time entrepreneurs, they focus on how do I promote on social media? How do I promote on Facebook, on Twitter, on SEO? How do I get more clients? How do I run ads? But the truth is, focus more on quality, and that will get more people coming back, more people sensing that they'll get a better service or product, and they'll be buying more readily. So the more you polish and perfect your product or service, the more your sales will just happen, and repeat sales will happen, and that will quality will immediately have, it's directly correlated with your revenue. So definitely want to focus on quality as one of your highest priorities. After you've got that, and it's a little hard to say you've got that because quality improvement is ongoing. There's always something to improve. So as long as you're always having an eye on improving quality, then you're in an okay place for that. And then you can focus on tactics to improve the lifetime customer value. Subscriptions are the kind of first place to look, because there's a little bit of a trick to subscriptions in that people who subscribe, they sometimes stop using the service, but they forgot to unsubscribe. So they keep on paying and paying and paying, even if they don't come. I mean, how many people have a gym membership that they haven't been to in a gym for months, but they still have a gym membership and the gym just charges them every month? So that's the little secret of subscriptions. People sometimes just stay subscribed even if they stop using the service. And of course, it's easier to keep people retained because they don't have to do any more work. The problem with subscriptions is that people know that they're not going to keep using it, and they'll know that they'll quit using. So that deters them from subscribing because they know they're going to keep paying for something that they don't eventually want that much. So the solution to subscriptions to ease the sign-up process is actually to create consumables. Consumables are things people don't have to subscribe to, but they use them as though they are subscribed. For example, food is a fantastic example because literally people have to consume food every day, and you just have to make sure that it's your food. So things that can be used and then have to be bought again, that's a fantastic thing because people don't have to sign up for that. And so it's easy for people to just get one, get another, get another, get another. It's not prohibitive like subscriptions can be sometimes. Another way to make a lot of money from a customer is simply not rely on the long term necessarily, because in some businesses there is no long term. For example, in entrepreneurship, most businesses fail. So after a business fail, you can't sell anything to that business. So some businesses you have to sell for a higher price upfront and get your money upfront. So high prices sometimes are the solution to make more money per customer. Of course, the higher your price, the less customers you'll get, but it's a different story. But if you can get away with charging a higher price, that's a fantastic way to immediately increase lifetime value of a customer. And if you want to, if you're able to, you can create a large catalog of products. For example, I like to give the example of you're going to a store and you're buying yogurt. And I like this example because this worked on me. There's yogurt that I like, and it's like there's a cherry flavor and a blueberry flavor and a pineapple flavor and a vanilla flavor and even a chocolate flavor. And I really liked the cherry flavor, and I kept buying the cherry flavor. But then I was always like, oh my God, I want to try that coffee flavor, or I want to try the blueberry flavor. And so them having a large catalog of different flavors and products helped me to spend more money with them, because not only was I buying the cherry one that I liked, but then I was buying the blueberry and the coffee one. And it's the same you see with everything else almost. There's different varieties, different types of all kinds of products. And because that's just having a large catalog. Even if you look at my books, I have 20 different books, just so that people can, a person who likes one can buy a lot more, many more books. So large catalog is another thing to do. Large catalog is a hard thing to do because you actually have to come up with many prices. But if it makes sense for your situation, you should definitely have that, so that you can present items to customers. Once they buy one, you can present more for them to buy. And that's a fantastic time also to sell them more, is because they're very excited when they buy something. They're very excited at that moment. And that's a fantastic time to offer them more items to buy. And sometimes you'll see that people will buy multiple during one purchase. After just starting with one item, they're like, well, I want that one and that one. Just like my example of the yogurt. I want the cherry and the blueberry and the other flavor, another flavor, and by the time you know it, I'm leaving the store with 7 different yogurts. So that's what you have to do to create improve your lifetime earnings from each customer. These are not mutually exclusive. You can, for different situations, you can use different ones and combinations of different ones. The more, the better. And especially when you're business planning, that is the ideal time to ask yourself, hey, is my business or product a kind of a long-term product? Because again, a customer who stays with you for the long term, you'll earn thousands or tens of thousands % more from them. So of course, you want to conceptualize your business strategy in a way so that you'll be able to retain them longer. They'll get more use out of you for a longer time, and then they'll spend way more money with you, or they'll just buy more with you up front, whether it's through a large catalog or higher prices. And ideally, of course, a large catalog and higher prices and over time. So these are all the ways that you can extend how much you earn from each customer.